Hello and welcome to the Slingshot Channel. Garden hose equipment is about the most harmless thing in the world. I like the Gardena products because they have this quick connector, which is really comfortable, and it's also super tight. And this year we don't really need it because it's been raining every day since about 5 weeks straight. Bad news for the bowling ball launcher build. Anyway, can we weaponize these? Well, I think we can. And here is how. Okay, for the barrel and arrow setup I use PVC pipes used in electrical cabling. I think they're just cable guides, conduits or whatever. And see that they have this flared out ends, which is perfect. Now of course you have to find two sizes that fit exactly inside of each other. And these work perfectly well. As you see, the flared out end fits over it, and therefore you can slide it over and not have too much friction between the two of them, because it only touches the wall of the bigger tube with the flared out end. And this, the bigger one, is going to be the arrow, and this, the thinner one, is going to be the barrel. First you have to find yourself a garden hose nozzle like this one. See that it has this bayonet attachment at the end, which is really practical. And then you simply saw off the top part of it, because this wasn't straight anyhow, so this is junk. And the rest, as you see, you thicken it out later on with duct tape so that the barrel, quote unquote, fits exactly over it. So you use a nice length of barrel and slide it over the duct tape here. It should be a tight fit. And then you use a hose clamp and make sure that it's really nicely attached. Now for making the arrow tip, what we need is a wooden dowel that fits nicely inside of the bigger tube. In this case we have some play, not a problem, we'll just fix it with duct tape. Now it fits tightly inside. As a tip I'm using nails, and here is the leftover half from one that I've already used, but that's not a problem. And now we drill a hole into the front that is a little bit thinner than the diameter of the nail. If you want to, you can now add some fletching from duct tape, but it's not absolutely necessary. Now we need to attach the valve to the end cap of the tube, and I'm using one that is a Schrader valve, and you can find those on eBay. I put some links to suitable versions in the text description. And you also need a matching nut. Alright, for the next step we will need a piece of threaded tube. You can find this in plumbing. This is the 1-inch size. Basically the bigger the better, the more power you will have. This is the short one, but you can get them in all kind of lengths. And you will also need an end cap, and that can be either one made from brass, but also from iron or steel. It's both fine. In order to make the threading airtight, we have to use Teflon tape and wrap it around the thing a few times. On the other side you simply mount one of the Gardena end caps with the quick connection access. So we're pretty much done. We have our valve on this side, and with the quick connection system we attached a little bit of a garden hose. And then with the quick connection we can attach the watering vent that has now been converted into an arrow launcher. So we can now pump it up with a bike pump or with a compressor, either way. And as you see, I properly blocked the front with a nail so that I cannot load a projectile inside of the barrel. And this is only necessary in Germany. Of course, outside of Germany, where it's legal, you can also fire paintballs and all kinds of other ammo. And if I press the trigger, then the air comes out of this. All right, let's pump it up. And we go for 160 psi. Amazing that this garden equipment goes up that high. All right. Okay, now we're putting the arrow over the barrel, like this. And we're ready for the shot. All right, let's go for it. Wow! Let's look at the damage. Wow. It went in that deep, but with that kind of a diameter. Whew. All right, this went straight through the wooden plank. Okay, in order to maximize the power, I've now used a 1 meter long 1-inch tube. There's a lot more air inside of this, and hopefully it's going to increase the power of the shot further or more. Now we'll see. Wow! Definitely a bit deeper than the previous shot. Okay, now from 17 meters distance, let's see if we can hit it. Yes! What I really like the most about this weapon is that you can really build it with parts from the hardware store. Very easily, without glue, without any special equipment. And I guess that if you're not shooting arrows but steel balls, it could also be mighty dangerous in a smaller package. Anyway, I hope you liked this because that's it for today. Thanks and bye bye. I recently made this slingshot from dead wood I found in my little private forest. And it's beautiful. It's one of the most beautifully grained frames that I've ever built. And you can win it. Just visit my Facebook page, link down below, and leave a comment. And if you like it, then maybe also a like. I like the Gardena tools because they have this beautiful bayonet system. You should turn off the water before you do that.